Hello, Drunken Idiot here. Thought I'd make another video. This one concerning some clips that I recently bought for my Remington 597 and some ammunition I've been using. Thought it might help you out. This here is the original clip. Aluminum construction, plastic bottom, kind of cheaply made. Although it does the job, it is stock. This is what originally comes with your rifle. I bought a second one because I thought that maybe it would be nice to have a second clip. I'm not very impressed. I think Remington could do a little bit better than what they had on this, but there's stock. So I went to shopping, and this is what I found. This is made by Shooter's Ridge. It's a 25-shot clear plastic clip for the same rifle, Remington 597. Now, if you've seen this before or are intending to buy one, don't. I'll stop you right now. Don't bother. This thing is junk. In my opinion, I've had nothing but problems with it. You load up your 25 rounds, load it into your rifle, get ready to shoot, and it jams up. You might get 3 rounds out of it. When it's new, you might get the whole magazine empty. But I'm telling you, after about the 4th use, you're going to have nothing but issues. Take this thing, get rid of it. This, however, made by Remington, would you believe? A thicker plastic, black. It's also quite smooth, quite refined. It looks like they went through a bit of work to actually make this look half decent. And let me tell you, I've put it through its paces, the same as our first one there, our Shooter's Ridge. I've actually loaded quite a few rounds through this thing. If I was to take a wild guess, I think I might have put 500 rounds through this one magazine. And not twice have I had it jam. And I believe it had to have been actually ammo failure, not necessarily the clip itself. So if you're looking to get an upgrade magazine for your Remington 597, although this is a bit obtrusive, you know, it's a little bit larger than the regular 10-shot clip, but if you intend to go out plinking, have some good old time, this might be something you'd be considering. Made by Remington. This is a 30-shot clip. Fits in the same stock magazine holder, obviously. That's the way this comes. It looks pretty damn close to the same. It might be something to think about. That's a good clip right there. Now let's talk about ammunition. There's several styles, different makes. There's even different velocities. This is made by American Eagle. This is probably as cheap as you're going to find. Projectile is fairly large. Case is in long rifle, obviously. This is what I would use if you were to go, you know, plinking around. Perhaps it's really not the most accurate ammunition, and I have a feeling it has a lot to do with the projectile in here. Within the casing, it is sloppy, and I'm not too certain that every single one of these are identical to each other. They're manufacturing these probably at a high quantity and a high rate, so tolerances on these are a little bit off. Fun ammunition, but probably not the best for hunting, for instance, especially if you're hunting grouse or any small game. You kind of want to place your bullet at your target, not near close to it, and scare it off, so maybe not something you want to use hunting. Fun, nonetheless. I also got this ammunition, which I highly stand by. CCI makes really good ammunition. I have here 22 long rifle again, and this is 1,215 feet per second. It's jacketed, not hollow point, but it is 29 grain. So regular old standard ammunition. However, I did notice that the projectile in the case is actually tight, and you know, between each of these that I've pulled out, they all look very close. Very, very close indeed. It looks like they've taken a little bit more time to make this ammunition. And it shows. They're quite accurate. My grouping came down from about 2 to 3 inches with our good old American Eagle down to, well, about a ½ inch. And I think a lot of that has to do with human failure there. I'm not the best shooter in the world, but this came in a lot closer, so if anything, I think that was my fault that this didn't work as well. It's made by the same company. I have here a 22 long rifle. It is called a CB. I believe that stands for Colonial Ball. whether that may be the measure of powder in it or the style of powder within the cartridge that fires the projectile at 710 feet per second. Yeah, 710 feet per second. Regular old lead, not jacketed whatsoever. Balls are, the projectile rather is a little loose in the case. However, it's low noise, subsonic, just as so as the package says. Good for small game, hunting rats, raccoons for that matter. Not to say that you're supposed to be shooting or anything, but anyways, works quite well. It's a lot the same as shooting a pellet gun, believe it or not. Some of those high-powered pellet guns make actually just a tiny bit more noise than one of these would make in a full-size rifle. So if you're concerned about waking the neighbors while some raccoon happens to be in your garbage, well, something to consider. Made by a pretty reputable company. CCI makes good ammunition. Thought I'd share that with you. That's what I've been shooting, so if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below, and if you have anything pressing, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But other than that, I'm signing off. Drunken Idiot here. Again, get her done.